go through and you're going through and trying to figure out, what to post and why people are telling you no, it usually is something, if you're consistent, it's the way you're coming across in your invite, or you're just not inviting enough people. Because the funny thing is, I can invite 5 people a day and not hear back. The next day, I invite 15 people. It's the 9th person that responds back. Or it's, the 8th person or whatever. It's like you never know. Maybe the next day I invite 15 people and it's the 14th person that messaged me back. How would I know? It's not like I know exactly who's going to respond, or I'd be inviting all of them first. It's a consistency. You have to be adding new friends every day. You have to be creating new conversations. That's why we have the goal activity planner. Just bump up your invite numbers. Follow up with more people. I guarantee you, if you're following that 5-day 20 invite push, 20 follow-up push, you're in a lot of conversations right now. That brings a lot of momentum. And you know what you can do? I started doing this again. I'm on day 8 of my 2nd month, is a free 10-day push challenge. And it's just about improving your nutrition and your fitness and having accountability and support. And I do it every month. I don't depend on that for my Success Club. That's a way for me to add more value to people's lives. But it's a flow and it's a system. So I have the challenge groups twice a month. I'm inviting like a mad lady every single day, following up every single day. My goal is Success Club 10 every single month, non-negotiable. And when I do that, I set a date for my 10-day free group. And the people that I'm inviting are people that have said no in the past. They're people that, are newer friends. They're people that I've had like old conversations with. There's tons of people that want in a free group, but I have expectations. There's commitment. I'm like courting them up until the challenge group starts to prepare them. And, like 3 or 4 days before, they're inside the challenge group. They have to be accountable to drinking 64 ounces of water, to doing something every day to make themselves sweat at least 20 minutes, to do 10 minutes of personal development a day, and to improve their nutrition. I'm not providing menu plans. I'm providing the support, the real life, the struggle, and what I'm doing about it. And then I start talking about the 21-day challenge, and act as if people are blowing my doors down in the group wanting to know more about it. And then I put together, I don't have it. It's over there. I went to Ross Dress for Less and got these spiralizers. They're like tiny little cones for $2.99. Okay, so I got a little spiralizer, 2 packets of Shakeology because I have an abundance of it, 1 packet of Energize, and then when we were at Summit, we got these free resistance bands. So they're all getting a free resistance band, 2 packets of Shakeology, packet of Energize, and one of these $2.99 spiralizers. Like, who wouldn't want to receive a fun little package like that, right? Spiralizer is going to help them cut some carbohydrates out and add some more vegetables into their diet, right? Something new, it's something fun. They can get their kids involved in it. And I had 3 of them. Guess what? I literally, and yeah, this does not happen every time. Let me just put that out there. 2 people, like within 10 minutes of me posting it, and I posted it at like 8:30 at night. I want in. I was like, oh, okay. But you want to know where my mindset was? Not on thinking that they were going to join me. That was not my mindset. My mindset immediately was like, okay, what objections are they going to give me? And are they actually going to finalize and purchase? I'm looking for the people that want it now because I don't have time to waste. So I've already been, today is day 8, yesterday, day 7. So I immediately was like, hey, message me for more details. All I need to know, because I did a video to explain what the challenge was, because I acted as if everybody was asking me. So I did a video like, hey, so many of you guys are wondering what the 21-day challenge is, blah, 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 blah. And really gave them the accountability and support and told them, like, this is the next level. Like, this is the step after. What are you going to do after 10 days? Like, you haven't all reached your goals. Life doesn't change in 10 days. This is all about making a lifestyle change and doing it together, and just kind of calling them out boldly, but being very loving. And so when these two ladies responded to the prizes, I was like, awesome. It's actually the first 3 people that purchase, not the first 3 people that say, because I want everybody to know, like, hey, if they haven't purchased, then dibs are still up, like the opportunity for the prize is still there. And so underneath the comments, I just wrote like, hey, I'd love to help you. Congratulations. This is an awesome, huge step in moving forward in your fitness. I just need to know what your email is and what flavor of Shakeology you want. And I can submit your order. And one of the ladies sent me her email and her Shakeology order. I haven't checked to see if she finalized it. The other one sent me a message asking me about the 21-day fix, because clearly she didn't watch the video, and how much it was going to cost her. And it was just, again, I was like, I just act as if like I'm going for those people that want it now. Like, I'm not looking for people that are giving me objections, because I'll blow right through them. Like, you want to tell me it's expensive? Well, let me tell you. Like, that's my mentality. It's like, I don't have time for this. I will crush your objections and keep going to find people that are ready right now. And I'm super loving about it. I really am. But it's like, there are so many people, you cannot feel like you can flip the switch in people's mind. You will spend so much time and they will suck the life out of you. Because when somebody is ready, they're ready. You're not here to convince somebody to buy what you have. You are here to impact and change their life. So you just keep being a positive influence. And I only let them in my free group once every 4 months. That's it. They don't get to keep going over and over and over again in my free group. So it's a pattern. It's like 10-day group, but I'm constantly inviting to my 21-day groups. So I think right now I'm at like Success Club 9. And let me tell you guys, that was, 2 full weeks of inviting 20 people every single day and following up with 20 people every single day. And then last week, like, I have, I think, 9 enrollments out. People just, and I followed up with them, like, they're just not clicking it. And I'm like, I'm not worried about it. I'm not sitting back being like, oh, I have all these people, I'm just waiting on you. No, I'm waiting for the people to click it now. And like the light bulb is on, and they're like, boom, 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 ready to go. So it's just inviting more. So I'm inviting 10 to, like last week, I invited 10 to 15 a day, every single day. So the first 2 weeks was, actually, I think it was almost 2.5 weeks, because I switched midweek. And then I'll go down to like 10 invites a day. So it's, like I'm right there. Like, I'm on the cusp of all of these yeses and, finalizing their orders, and I'm still inviting 10 people every day. What
those
did you?
Are those your Hey Susie invites, Jess?
No, those are like my actual invite to my challenge groups. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So my invites, let's see here.
And this is to anybody, cold market.
Yep. So let me see, let me pull up. I think I shared it last time what my invite was. Maybe I didn't.
And then what's the name for the challenge group that started today?
Oh, I threw something else out there. It's Back to School Challenge.
Okay.
And actually, I changed the cover photo too, because people are so motivated by prizes. So I not only changed, So make sure you guys check out. So for this month, if you lock in Success Club 5, you get the Go for No book. And if you lock in Success Club 10, you get the water bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And then next month, I already made the banner for that. So next month for you guys, if you hit Success Club 5, it's Bath and Body Works lotion or spray. And then Success Club 10 is Fix a Cookbook. Hold on a second. Let me pull up my invite.
Did you just take a break from the events for the challenge groups?
Nobody was using them
anymore.
I mean, it was like, I mean, those take so much time and nobody was even using them.
Okay.
So, and actually I feel the same way with the coach invite. And to be honest with you guys, it's, bottom line is when you just get out there and invite, that's when you're going to have more success, because it's like throwing cattle into a field and hoping that they all just immediately come to where you want them to go.
It's like herding sheep.
Yeah. If you have ever been around animals, you know that doesn't happen.
No.
So,
well, and I think it gets too overwhelming for people too.
Well, and people don't have time for that. They don't. So this is pretty much my invite right here, right now that I'm using. Can you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll go through. And so what I do whenever I'm doing my invites.
This is to anybody, correct?
Yep. And then if I haven't ever.
Yeah, I got this downloaded.
If I haven't ever talked to them, then I usually just change it. And so say they clicked on my picture, one of my pictures. So what I've been doing, I went through my alphabet, and I think you guys probably heard me saying that I'm pretty sure that Facebook caught on to what I was doing. Not really. But they started only bringing up like 8 or 10 people with the last name H or L or whatever. And I was like, dude, I got like 4,300 friends. I know I have more friends on here than 8 people with the last name starting with L. So it would take me forever to get through the alphabet if that was the case. And I made it through in a week. So anyways, I started just going through all of the people that like my posts. And what that did was that challenged me to, number 1, post a lot. Number 2, to really put myself out there to get more likes and to really conversate with people. So when you have that mentality, you are socializing on your page and you're putting yourself out there because you need more likes, because those are people that are seeing what you're doing.
That's what I did. As I went back to last week and wrote down everybody that liked my posts.
Yeah.
Just wrote their name down and then just made a list of them, all of them.
Yeah. And it's definitely, this is my first follow-up right here. And then I really just start dissecting them and start asking them questions. But I always, every time I ask a question, before I ask them a question, I tell them something awesome about the challenge group. Like, you're going to love the amazing support and accountability. It's something like you've probably never been around. You know, tell me what you struggle most with when it comes to reaching your goals and or maintaining them. You know, something like that. And then it's like, then I just kind of go in once they're interested. You know, I'll just say, hey, the next step, you know, after I conversate with them with, 3 or 4 times, so I really feel like I have a good base of why they want to do this and where they're coming from. I'll just say, hey, the next step is to place your order. You know, our challenge group starts on blah, blah, blah date. I'm super excited to help you. You know, you're not only going to be able to really lose that 20 pounds, so I repeat their goals, but you're going to learn how to maintain it. You know, I've had many clients that have lost 20 pounds before, and they just feel so incredibly confident and happy in their own skin. It's so awesome to be able to see them flourish into, you know, the beautiful, confident person they are today. And I can't wait to help you do the same. So it's like they kind of forget about the cost by the time you're done building them up. And then I just say, I just need your email and what flavor of shake you want, and I could submit your order. Rebecca had, what do we say over price objections? So if they say like, you know, I don't have money for that right now, you know, or I can't afford that, I'll just say, you know, I completely understand. When I first started, you know, money was tight for us too, but I also know that when you're ready, you're ready. And I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to help you when you are ready. So, you know, when I know, and then I just act as if, then I say like, I know for me, when I'm truly ready and committed to do something, even when money is tight, if I want it bad enough, I jump on it and I get started, because I'm usually at a place where not doing it is not an option. And I completely understand where you're at, because I was in that same spot for a while. But I just want to let you know, when the flip switches for you, just like it did for me, I'm always here to help you. And I leave it at that. Like, I'm not here to convince them. I'm not here to twist their arm. You know, I'll add in too, you know, like, hey, I don't know if it matters to you, but it did to me, that it's all a 30-day money back guarantee. So you truly have nothing to lose. But if you truly are in this to want to make a sustainable lifestyle change, and you're at a place where something has got to give, and this is what you have to do, invest in yourself. Because once I did, that's when XYZ changed. Because when I'm in conversation with all these people, when it gets down to it, they don't put themselves in the budget. They don't take time for themselves. They're all about their kids and their family and their spouse, and they don't matter. How do you expect to run a household if you don't take care of you? Mm-hmm. How do you expect to, you know, the saying, happy wife, happy life? Mm-hmm. Like, truer words couldn't be said. I mean, if I'm having a bad day, guess what? Everybody in the house feels it. And I guarantee you that's probably the same way with you guys. You have to make yourself happy and find the happy every single day. Every day. Because that's what reaps out of you when you're building your business. People see. You can't depend on other people to make you happy. You have to make you happy. What is it that makes you happy? Because everybody else around you then will make you that much happier. And that's awesome. And it's so true. If you can't make yourself happy, nobody can make you happy. At all. You know, so think about that. Like, you have to put yourself first. And you can share these things with these people, because it's true.
Rebecca, I had somebody that did that with the cost too last week. And she just, you know, it's hard for me to pay for stuff right now. Lack of funds. And so I said, I completely understand. I was there once too. That is why I started working the simple business side of Beachbody and getting paid for doing what I love. Mm-hmm. And then I just said, hear me out. They offer a 30-day money back guarantee. So you don't like it, you'll be refunded no matter how much Shakeology you have left. Super cool, right? And so then she's like, oh yes. And her mindset kind of changed. And I said, I would love to have you join me and don't want you to miss out. Think about it and let's chat in a couple days. I always told myself, if I want something bad enough, I'll find a way to make it happen. And then she's like, okay, that sounds good. So what am I looking at cost-wise? And so I haven't, that was on Friday. And then she just, you know, I kind of conversated with her a little bit more, and her mindset kind of changed, you know, that's pretty amazing. And she, you know, I hope so. You know, I know you would love it too. I hope you can join me. And she said, I hope so too.
Yeah, I typically handle the price objections, and I don't find a lot of weird things with it, but I get a lot of that I don't even have $5 to spend right now comments.
Yeah.
So I just follow up with them in 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, we'll just chat another time. And here's my free group when it starts, you know. Like,
but at the same time, just to stop you real quick, those people often are just looking for something free.
Yeah.
And when they have no investment, they're not going to put the energy and the effort in.
Yeah.
So it could be just the quality of people that you're looking for. Like, so really being intentional with what you say when you're first starting off.
The other thing I have found that has been kind of hindering is that I had one person that was just totally gung-ho about starting, and then she found out that it was auto ship, and she was just like furious. She's like, I'm not going to buy from a company that does auto ship and da 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 da. And I was like, well, you can cancel it. I gave her all this, like, it's 30 day money back guarantee. You can cancel it anytime and da 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 da. And she was like, I won't buy from you for that. And I'm like, that's fine. If you don't want my help, then that's your loss. Mm-hmm. And I even sent her like a voice message because everyone was like, try voice message. I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And I was like, girl, this isn't anything you've ever tried. This is different than anything you can buy in the stores. And I was really authentic with her. And she was like, I just went with something else. Mm-hmm. And it was no price objection. She had, definitely has no resource problems, but she was just, yeah.
She's probably had a bad experience.
Yeah. I've had a couple of people cancel because of it. Oh, you didn't tell me I was going to get charged again. And I was like, girl, I sent you an email on this date that talks about that. And I've said it in this message on this day.
Yeah, that's their own fault.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's nothing you can do about that. And the thing is those people usually are going to have some sort of objection at some point in time anyway. Mm-hmm. And so it's like they're looking for a way out. They're looking for any little thing that is going to give them a way out. Mm-hmm. And whatever, like,
yeah,
if they're not in this for the long haul, that's not your problem. Like, you're here to help serve them, help support them, help encourage them, and love on them. And, if they're going to let any little thing like that get in their way, then, that's nothing that you can do about. Like, you're not there again to convince them or twist their arm or whatnot. If they can't listen to you and hear that they can cancel it and not get charged anything, they've probably just had a bad experience some other round with something else. Yeah. Which is unfortunate. Mm-hmm. But, there's nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
So what other questions do you guys have? Oh, Tarina, I can't hear you.
One thing, going back to the signing on the coaches and stuff like that, my father-in-law is signed on through me, and he's not sure he wants to drink Shakeology. But is it something where we can just get it and drink it if he's not going to use it?
Oh, totally.
Okay. And then, like on my husband's account, if I have people under him, 50 point value or more, we don't need to buy Shakeology. We can suspend it, right? If that month there's already 50 point value through his business. Is that correct?
Yeah. So he has to, in order to not pay for Shakeology for your spouse, you would have to have at least one customer on Shakeology home direct.
Yeah.
A customer, not a coach.
Okay. That's right.
Because it's customer value.
Okay. That's good.
And same with your same with your father-in-law.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But just make sure every week that your PV numbers are up.
Yes.
That you have to have at least 50 PV.
Okay. Good to know.
And you can always see too, if you look in the sponsorship drill down under the My Business tab, if you scroll all over, it'll say projected PV for the next week. And if that doesn't say 50 or higher, that's when you got to order something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But you could order anything, anything that's 50 or above. I put out there to my leaders, something that's really helped me with leadership. And you might not feel like you have any leaders on your team. But if you have a personally sponsored coach page and you post up the same cover photo I do, and you share that same thing, and you make the investment in your team, you would be happy to buy the book Go for No for, I don't know, $7 or $8 if your coach hits Success Club.
Mm-hmm.
If you had a coach hitting Success Club 10, you'd be willing to buy the $20 water bottle and send it to them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you'd be stoked to find. So duplicate those same things, because coaches don't realize the value of hitting Success Club until they've done it consistently for months.
Mm-hmm.
And then they start seeing like, oh my gosh, like I'm getting these fun free prizes every month. And oh my gosh, I'm not only paying for my shake, but I'm also making $400 or $500 extra a month.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to keep doing those behaviors. So, like, it's not any harm to you to put that out there, because if your coaches are hitting Success Club, your business is growing.
Mm-hmm.
So duplicate those rewards and make it part of your cover photo. You can use this exact same one I have and just duplicate it down into the downline, because you never know. You might have a discount coach that doesn't work the business, and then they're like, I want that water bottle. What do I have to do? You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty easy. Or maybe you want to switch the water bottle to be Success Club 5, just to like incentivize like crazy to get one of your coaches to get to Success Club. Depends on how bad you want to grow your business. But those are
coach
things
right now that's found out that she could earn her free ticket to Summit.
Oh,
And
awesome.
she's on fire. Like, she's like, oh, I've got another one who's interested. Oh, I've got another one who's interested. She's going to hit Success Club 5 by Thursday.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I would totally, Rebecca, I would totally put the incentive out there for Success Club.
Totally going to.
Because I guarantee you she's going to see the water bottle. I don't know what it is with those water bottles. I mean, they're pretty awesome. Let me tell you, we got a bunch of them. So I do know what it is with the water bottles. But it's, I think they're like $19.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a coach hitting Success Club 10, I'd pay the $19 every single month to buy him a water bottle. But you just switch it up. Like, next month, I'm putting the Fixate cookbook, because even if you already have the Fixate cookbook, you can use it for a challenge group prize. You can use it for a coach gift. You can use it, like, put it out there for you, win it, and then give it away if you already have it. Like, it saves you the $15 or $16 from having to buy it, because you earned it.
I have a question about the account. So when they hit Emerald, do they have to have the Beachbody On Demand account also?
No. Beachbody On Demand is part of the club membership. So in order to be Emerald, you have to have your profile filled out. So biography, before picture, current picture, and then profile picture. And then in order to receive customer leads through the Beachbody lead program, you have to have club membership as well, and hit Success Club. Mm-hmm. In order to get the Shakeology leads, which is where the money's at, that's what you want to be hitting. You need to hit Success Club 10 and have and be Emerald with club membership.
And the club membership's the free part of it, not the on demand.
No, club membership is what the on demand is with.
Okay, so they do need to have the on demand membership after they hit Emerald.
If they're hitting Success Club.
Right.
Yeah, so if they want to receive the free customer leads, or if they want, so it's anywhere from like $50 to $100 they get in bonus every month for Success Club if they hit get the Shakeology leads. So if they hit Success Club 10, they're Emerald and they have club membership. Club membership is more than paid for. Mm-hmm. Plus they're really pushing momentum. Big time. So that's, does that answer your question? If you're running like I don't have club membership, bless you, on Troy's account.
Okay.
I used to. But the first 3 years of coaching, I was hitting Success Club 5 in his account. You know, the first year in the business, it was intermittent. And then the second and third year, I made it like non-negotiable that I was going to get Success Club 5 or 6 in his account. And that really grew him to a really solid diamond. And then to where now I'm just going back in 5.5 years later. I've always watched it to make sure he doesn't lose his diamond. But now I'm going back in after I hit Success Club 10 and adding people in there to really solidify it again.
But you don't have club membership, so he's not getting any leads or anything on his account?
He wouldn't get leads though because I don't hit Success Club.
Oh, okay.
For him. I haven't for like the last 2 years. Like that wasn't a goal of mine to hit Success Club for the last 2 years. The first, couple of years it was. So I did have club membership, but then I canceled it because I was like, I'm not doing anything with his account. So he's not receiving leads anyway, because they changed it last year that it's not just club membership. You receive leads. It's club membership and hitting Success Club.
Success Club 5, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I've the months that I've hit Success Club 5 with Beachbody On Demand, I've gotten 4 to 5 customer leads.
Mm-hmm.
And I've reached out to them, but I've never ever got a response for them, unfortunately.
The customer leads are hit and miss.
Mm-hmm.
And what I find is because it really is a cold like invite.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
these people don't know you from
No
anywhere.
idea. Yeah.
So it's like I might end up texting them 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I might randomly, generally when I get a hold of them, it's like I call them on the phone and I end up leaving them a voicemail
Mm-hmm.
and then texting them later on. I'm like, hey, I left you a voicemail. I just, all I'm here to do is help you achieve your health and fitness goals. I see if I can tell that they ordered something,
Mm-hmm.
or I just act as if like they're doing something for their fitness.
Yeah.
And it's really consistently following up with them. And that's how I found Jordan. That's where Brad came from. That's where, there's just lots of coaches
Mm-hmm.
that were from the customer lead program. And guess what? Nobody freaking works their customer leads, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody in this business works their customer leads. I swear. When I do calls for people, it's about working their team calls, other team calls for elite coaches. Elite coaches are not even mentioning customer leads to their teams. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding
All the
me?
customer leads I've gotten, I've never got any phone numbers. I've just gotten emails, and I just email them.
They come with phone numbers, though.
2 to 3. They come with phone numbers? I didn't never seen a phone number on any of mine.
When you go into their receipt, their invoice,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
usually at the top, there's a phone number. Or when you go into their account, their customer account,
Okay.
there's a phone number.
I'm in there right now, and I don't. There's just email address.
Hit it there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this guy has a phone number 1678. Georgia. Okay. I just figured my emails are probably going into their.
Well, think about this. Who checks their email anymore these days?
Well, it's probably going in their junk folder too, because I'm an unfamiliar.
Well, and it's in your subject line. I don't email from your Beachbody email either.
I don't. I email from my personal.
Okay, good. There's a commercial here. Pop up. I hate that. Yeah, email from your personal email. That was a huge thing I realized.
I do all of my emails from
a few months in. And then the other thing is your subject line. Like if it says, like if you see that they ordered insanity.
Mm-hmm.
Just say, your insanity order August 8th from Coach Dessa.
Mm-hmm.
Something.
I just put in capitals, welcome to Beachbody. I'm your free coach, Dessa.
So, but
none of my customer leads, this customer has no official orders within the last 12 months.
Does it say,
doesn't say anything.
Okay.
I don't know if I can flip this.
So when you click on view, when you click on Team Beachbody order history and view order history, does it say club membership or anything? Like this one says BOD club registration.
This is what it says.
Hold on. Okay, so you're in the previous office view.
But I still reach out to them at least 3 times.
Yeah, I would change your subject though to not have anything about Beachbody. Like think about when something comes into your email and it's like spammy.
Mm-hmm.
If I just saw something that said Beachbody something, I would delete it only because I don't like spam mail. So if something doesn't seem personalized, I'm not going to open it. So if you think about, and if I ordered something and I saw something about your order, your insanity order from Coach, whatever, I'd be like, wait a minute, I ordered insanity. I'll click on that. That would get me to open it. Or if you don't know that they ordered something, you can say something about, join my 10-day free challenge, or join your free coach, your free fitness coach in an online 10-day challenge, in a free online 10-day challenge or something like that.
Okay.
And then I would text message them. And because you guys, you have to think about, not many people email anymore. They're using social media and they're using text message.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like copy and paste their email into the Facebook Finder, see if you can find them that way, or their phone number.
I've done that. I've tried to Facebook stalk all of them.
That's what I do, and I friend request them.
I haven't found any, unfortunately, on mine, but.
And then be consistent, like have their name on a piece of paper and be consistent. The other thing I do is every month I go through my previous office view for all orders purchased, and I send text messages to, and some of them are home phones, so I'll let you know when you send a text message though, just to say like, hey, thank you so much for, ordering Shakeology this last month, and I'll look and see how long they've been drinking it. I'll just say, how are things going for you? What progress are you making since starting to drink it 5 months ago or whatever?
And where are you going to find those at?
In your previous office view, not your Coach Online office, your previous office view. So if you log into teambeachbody.com, go to the Coach tab, and all the way down at the previous office view.
Okay.
And then click My Orders.
Okay.
And then click Customer Orders.
Okay.
And then I send them text messages. So I just go through, and everybody, I do at the end of the month, I just go in and it's like my check-in for everybody that's ordering, all my customers. And I send them a text message. So the other thing is I opened the challenge group, so that starts today. remember August 24th for your diamond cutoff for the cruise, and then holding it. And then we have the Emerald Push will open up on Tuesday with the elite group. So even though you guys are already above Emerald, it's, about going Emerald again. And then what else do we got going on? Tony Robbins, of course, everybody registered. Yes, today. That's a huge game changer, you guys. Like, literally think about like a 1-day full submersion in personal development will completely change so many areas of your life. 1 day will do more for you than 1 year. No joke. Like, when I stood there and I watched these coaches in like 15 minutes go through, like, they ask you these questions, you really get thinking deep inside. Like, the transformation that happened when we were at UPW was like, that was like years of pain and years of challenge and years of doubt and years of comparison, all washed under the rug, and like, not under the rug, like washed away and gone. And like, the people that invest in themselves in those kind of events are the people that are going to have huge long-term success, because they're going to get out of their own way a lot faster, and to truly create the life that they want to live. And because the thing is, like, most of us that are coaches are super motivated people, right? Like, we're super motivated. We just can't get out of our own way. Like, there's like little tricks and things that we tell ourselves every single day, because life happens to us every day and we let it. And the biggest thing is to switch your mindset. And when you switch your mindset, you literally change your life. And it's about how you see things, how you view things, how you handle things. Like, right now, life could be super crappy and life could be super tough for you. But guess what? It's the way you see it. Mm-hmm. Like, you could be going through a really hard time right now and still have a smile on your face and be like, you know what? This is, God is challenging me right now for a reason, because he knows I can handle this, because this is going to mold me and shape me into the person I need to become. Like, he's not going to have you go through things that he knows you can't handle. Mm-hmm. Like, I truly, truly feel like he gives us what we can handle, and we might not think we can handle much. But guess what? We're usually a lot stronger than what we think we are. Mm-hmm. And nothing comes easy. Nothing. I was just telling other coaches, like, the leaders, I was having this leader call, and I was like, you know what? Most people will look at other people and want what they have, but they're not willing to put in the effort and the consistency and the action to get where they are at. Because from the outside, it looks easy. Mm-hmm. It's all about having fun. It's all about enjoying life. It's like, you look at my life, I work my butt off and I play super hard. It's a balance. Some days I'm not always in balance. Let me just tell you, I'm a hot mess. But it's me. It's, like, I have to get myself back into balance. I owe it to my husband. I owe it to my kids. I owe it to my family to be the best that I can. If I'm not taking care of myself, I can't take care of them at the level I want to take care of them at. If I start doubting myself, I'm screwing them on the things that they want. That's not fair. That is not fair. And it's totally a mindset, because we all get in our own way. We all get in our own head. Why can't you be successful? Why can't you work your business an hour every single day at least? Like, those are the things that you have to recognize, and you just have to change. You can't sit back and be like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Or I don't. Guess what? Nothing's still going to go on because you're sitting there thinking about it. It's taking action to move you in that direction. Like, you want diamond? Get diamond. Go get it. It's not if it happens. It's happening. Just get it. Grab it. Hold it. Do it. And keep going. You might sit at diamond for 6 months, 12 months till you find another coach. Guess what? Who cares? You're going to be earning more income for your family and having more opportunities sitting at diamond 6 or 12 months into the business than you would 30 days into diamond. Your income is just going to keep growing because you're consistently working your business. You can't expect that anybody that signs up underneath you to grow your business for you. People think that once they get diamond, like all the money is going to start falling in. It's all going to start happening. Guess what? Nothing changes. Nothing changes. It's you holding diamond and consistently working your business at that level where your income starts growing. It's not like you're going to just start making tons of money when you start hitting diamond. You have to hold there, not lose it, and consistently hit Success Club and hold your diamond in order for your income to start growing. I have coaches that have been diamond for 3 years, and guess what? They're making, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month because they have so much volume coming through because they've been consistent on hitting Success Club. And where the flip has to change for them is they're not doing something to find business builders or to duplicate. So who do they need to become and what do they need to do in order to find people? And that's something that they have to look deep inside themselves. But it's not just stopping and thinking about it forever. It's immediately taking massive action to get moving forward in that direction. So, think about those things because if you want something, just go get it. Do what you need to do to get there and keep going. Because when life gets tough, you just throw in the towel and then 6 months later you start again. Like when you, that's what I was telling you guys, like when you get diamond, in order to go on the cruise, you've got to hold it. And what happens, just think about that. What happens when you get diamond and you hold it for 4 or 5 months and you're hitting Success Club and you're building volume and your paycheck is growing? You get closer to your vacation goals. You get closer to paying your mortgage. You get closer to paying your car payment and doing whatever you want to do. But it doesn't happen because it was easy. It's a consistency. 5.5 years of consistently working my business has got me to where I'm at. And I'm not just saying like twiddle my fingers. It's like working my business and not having a freaking clue how to do so. Just getting out there and doing it and failing my way forward. And like I said, it's just like the invites. I know people are going to tell me no because I got to figure it out until I get it and get comfortable. That was like everything. When I started posting on social media, when I started doing live videos on social media, when I started doing these Facebook training groups, when I started doing coach open houses, when I started, I knew nothing. The way you learn is by doing. And just keep doing over and over and over and over and over again. That's it. When you're taking action, you're going to grow. And you're going to tweak things as you go because some things are going to work and some things aren't. But you're a lot further ahead by trying than if you sat back and you're like, yeah, no, I'm going to wait until something better comes up. Hate to tell you, it doesn't work like that. So just get out there, get your diamond, get out there, hit Success Club, get out there, check your online office every single week. It's going to be monotonous, but let me tell you, if you don't want to lose your diamond, you've got to stay on top of it because people drop like flies. Discount coaches drop like crazy. That's why you constantly have to keep adding them because on average, they stay for maybe 2 months, 3 months, depending on your retention rate. Your retention rate will get better as you start coaching more. But that's it. So when I had the goal of Success Club 10, I was adding 5 new discount coaches into my business every single month. My main focus was recruiting and finding people to fill my challenge groups, period, bottom line. And guess where I found my coaches? In doing just that. Because how comfortable are you inviting to the business when you're just starting the business? I didn't even know how to work my business. But I sure as heck knew how to help somebody with their health and fitness goals, because that's where my passion was. If you guys have a transformation, you want to help people get where you're at, go invite people to that. Start finding the people that are posting and sharing in your challenge groups. Have fun in your challenge groups. Enjoy what you're doing. Use that as accountability for your fitness journey. Find people that are like you in there. Start posting differently on your social media and talking like you're talking to yourself. Be bold in your posts and do it over and over and over again, because it usually takes people 7 times of seeing something that has the same language and the same idea for it to flip on them. 7 times. And if you're posting something 7 times over a 3 or 4 month period of time, they're going to forget the first 4 times. You have to do it consistently, regularly. Different times of day, different times of the week. Just consistency. So lock in your diamond. Plug in, lock in Success Club for this month. Duplicate the Success Club prize incentives, whether you have coaches or not have coaches. You never know what that little prize will motivate somebody. And use your PS coach page as accountability of what you're doing. You know, like, so that people see, because you're going to have people that show up a year later and be like, I've watched you over a year. Like, what do you do? And you can say, like, you see what I do. That's what I do all the time to build my business. It really is just about being consistent and taking that kind of action every day. And literally, again, just like a customer, that light flips, that switch flips, and then all of a sudden you have a coach, because they followed you and you've showed them. But if you're not consistent, they're going to see that. And people see it. Let me tell you, I just had somebody on the running trail, and I'm going to finish with this unless you guys have questions. A lady that used to come into the gym years ago, and she's a nutritionist, super successful nutritionist. And she's like, I just have to tell you, I'm so incredibly happy for you. And I was like, oh, thank you. You know, like, I didn't know where this came from. And she's like, I've literally watched you from the start build your business, and you can just see how much you enjoy what you do. You love what you do, and it shows through. And it put the biggest smile on my face, because it's true. Even on a bad day, because guess what, you guys? Every single day, I find what makes me happy, and I do it. That's why I am happy for everybody else. You have to find what makes you happy, because I have bad days. I have bad days often, but it's my choice. And that's what Tony Robbins helped me with. It's like, it's my choice to dwell on that or to switch it. And how am I going to view it? What am I going to do in order to make myself happy, even for the moment? You know, what do I need to do? Just stop and take a deep breath, walk down, you know, my driveway a couple times just to kind of get some clarity, give my positive words of affirmation. Like, what do I need to do to flip the switch, get out of my own head? Sometimes I just need to walk out of the house just to have some quiet. I'm sure you guys can understand that. You know, like, you just have to sometimes go find a happy place. It doesn't have to be far. It could be right outside the front door. You know, like, it's just walk out, get a deep breath, you know, say a little prayer, tell yourself some really nice things, take a deep breath, you know, do a few jump squats, whatever it is. But I'm serious. Like, when you find yourself going to those places, immediately pull yourself out of it, because it makes a huge difference. So make sure that you're registered for Tony Robbins. The challenge group starts today. Diamond qualifications are the 24th, this Wednesday. So it has to roll over Thursday. Success Club incentive price is out. Dessa, did you have a question?
I do. On the Tony Robbins registration form, Sorry, I have to keep going back and forth because I only have like 4% battery.
Oh,
It says team leader ticket, team builder ticket, team starter ticket, or open registration.
open registration.
Okay.
So that was for, as we opened up the Tony Robbins, we opened it first to team leaders and then to the business builders and then business starters and then everybody.
Okay.
So you would be the open enrollment.
Okay. And it's just, it's one day for us, correct?
It's all day Saturday unless you have a business builder underneath you that's not your spouse.
Okay.
So if you have a business builder that's working the business underneath you, other than your spouse, then you can also attend day 2.
Okay.
And then you would just register for that.
To be classified as someone who's a business builder under us, what would that mean? That they're just trying and they're getting success points, or is there a certain level?
It's right here. If you want to read it.
I can't really read it.
Is that Sunday Leadership Day?
Yeah. So the whole point, you guys, of Leadership Day is it's going to be super heavy. I mean, super heavy. Like, and if you don't understand the vital behaviors, if you're not consistent on taking massive action and you get blown with all of this leadership stuff, it might be too much. I mean, you're not coming into this with like it being light. You're coming into this with some heavy, like, calls to action, some heavy leverage. Like if you have coaches that are, you like that I was stirring my Energize with my pen. And I just licked it. It's heavy. So I challenge you to go to it, but you want to be able to pass that information on, because there's no reason to go if you have nobody to pass that information on. Right? Like if you have people working the business that are trying, like Rebecca has a coach that's totally gung-ho, like come to Sunday. It might be like a level up here, but guess what? That's where you're going. Like that's where you're pushing, if you have coaches that are, wanting to work the business and are dabbling in working the business and are inviting, and it's just a matter of consistency, get them to come to the event with you.
Do we have to buy a separate ticket or get the separate ticket for Sunday also? I didn't even think about that. Is there a separate?
Yeah, you register for both days.
Oh, okay. What if we already registered for one?
I would try to go back through and register. Otherwise, go on to the event and tag Brad and just say, I only registered for one day, but I need to register for 2. How do I do it?
Okay.
But I think you can just go back into the event and do that. But yeah, it's going to be amazing. Like a mini UPW customized for our team. Like the same feeling that it gives me like the giddy excited thinking about it. I will tell you, you get your coaches there, you're going to have some massive change going on in your business for the good.
Can you kind of give us a little outline? It starts at 8, correct? Doors open at 8, or it starts at 8?
Registration. So it's going to be a hard invite. So registration opens at 8. So you guys are all registered, but we still we're having name badges made.
Okay.
I'm looking for lanyards. I want to have lanyards made with like our cute name on it. And I'm finalizing the name of the event this week. And so you'll have to check in, they'll have to check you off the registration, give you your lanyard. You'll be visiting with people. Make sure
we need to be there at 8.
Yep. Okay. Make sure you have your notebook, pen, all of that stuff. Bring some snacks.
Okay.
A water bottle. And
will
then,
there be any breaking for
there
any time?
Yeah, there will be, but not long periods of time.
Okay.
And then you are going to I just totally got sidetracked. Okay, so then the doors are opening at 9, hard open. So everybody's going to be out front, the registration, registering, mingling, visiting, and then the doors open, the music's on. I mean, like people are going to be high-fiving you, shaking hands, giving you hugs. You come in, you get seated, the music's bumping, like everybody gets seated, we go to town. Like it's like everybody walks in, the floodgates happen, you go find your seat, no pushing people down, obviously. And then get to your seat, and then we get started. So that's at 9, and then we'll go till 6. So
till 6, okay, because it says till 5.
It was 8 to 5, so we have to change that. It was 8 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
But they want the doors open at 9, and because they said if we do a hard registration at 7, like it's gonna be hard for people to get there. 7's gonna be harder for people to get there.
Okay.
And then also to have the music that loud at 8 o'clock.
In a hotel, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it might be a little rough. Rise and shine.
The guests will love it.
Did you want to come join us?
It's just a wake-up call.
We can recruit you. Yeah. But it'll be amazing. And then, but truly, honestly, this is something that I plan on doing every year, because that's the significant difference in our team that's going to make. Like, when you get to that point of leadership where you have people on your team, the biggest thing you want for them is for them to have success and to be happy. Mm-hmm. And it all is up here. Like, you're not their counselor. You're not their boss. And how can you best help somebody get out of their own way? Right? Like, we don't have those tools. And the reason we went to Tony Robbins is because my life coaching calls have changed the course of my direction so much that I wanted to be able to pass that on to our team. So that's where our diamond retreat was, right? And then before I even left there, I was like, man, like, I don't even want this just as our diamond retreat. Like, how do I help them get out of their own way? Like, the mass of the team. And like, how do I help every one of my coaches have a life coach? Like, I can't afford to pay for that. And so that's where she was telling me about this application process. And it was it was a big process. And then our team was picked. We're the first Beachbody team to be chosen for this customized business training. So that's super exciting. And then, but I told them, I'm like, this is something I want every year, because we're always going to be adding new coaches. We are always going to have life happen. We're always going to have new limitations that we put on ourselves. We're always going to need to be submerged into something to help us change and get out of our own way to be a better mom, wife, friend, and business owner. And you guys just have to get yourself to the event. It's just a matter of you investing in taking the time, to get to the event. And there's life challenges. We all have kids. We all have activities. Some of us have to jump on an airplane. But I'm telling you, like, UPW is a $1,200 to $1,500 ticket, you guys. Mm-hmm. $1,200 to $1,500 to go to UPW. And this is free for you guys. The investments I'm doing the investment because I watched 25 of our coaches completely change right before my eyes. And that's what I want for the whole team. And it's like, to see that happen. And as you start bringing your coaches, for you guys to watch your coaches go through that is incredible gift. And when you see and feel what that does for you, you want everybody in your brother, and you don't want to look back and be like, oh, I didn't invite so-and-so. I wish so-and-so was here with me. Just invite them, like, get them there. They have to be a coach though. Mm-hmm. Even if they're a discount coach, they have to be a coach, because you are going to be wanting to be there with your coaches. If you can get your spouse there, get your spouse there. It's that big of a deal.
No customers, right?
Unless they're a discount coach.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like, I told my parents about it. my sister, they're all discount coaches. My in-laws, my aunt. Like I'm praying to God, Troy doesn't have to hunt that day.
Yeah, that's right in the middle of hunting season, Jess.
I want him to go so bad. But it's like, that's how big it is. And it's just like seriously, to watch, the biggest gift was my sister, only because I know everything about her. But to like down to the point of like her husband coming home after he gets off work because he wants to be there. Like that's amazing.
That's pretty
like
awesome.
That's like counseling appointments, years, like how long would that have taken? Because the root of the issue was so much deeper, and the happiness, like I've never seen her lose 13 pounds, let alone 13 pounds in 21 days. Like who is, like, what the heck just happened? You know what I mean? Like it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it's like you talk to her and you're like, who are you? It's a gift. It truly is. Like I was telling my mom, I'm born and raised Catholic, and my mom's like, is Tony Robbins religious? And I'm like, he stays like pretty neutral, but you can tell he's Christian, like he's faith-based. But he's working with like every different religion, right? There's over 144 countries that he serves and he goes to. And I know we're totally off track here, but she was like, anybody that can make that much significant change with that much heart truly has an amazing gift from God. Like, to be able to watch somebody like literally pull out of the crowd and they're just folded forward, chin is down, like he asks them a question and they can't make eye contact, or they're just so angry maybe, or whatever. Their just demeanor is so different when they start, to then he dissects them all the way down to the root of the vessel of the issue, which usually that issue has nothing to do with what they originally told him. Like he just dissects them down to the very, very core. And then by the time they're done, they're like perked up, they're happy, they're smiling, they're jumping for joy, because in 15 minutes, he got them such to a pain point where they were crying and they found healing and they found joy. Who the heck can do that? Like that is amazing, and he has such a heart too. Like he even says, like, I look at people and I'm feeding, I don't know what I'm going to ask them because I don't know what they're dealing with. He feeds off of the questions, like just like we as coaches have to ask questions, but we're doing it through a computer, right? And so oftentimes I find when I do voicemail through Messenger, people open up to me more because I'm responding back via voice message. So they hear me, and it's not just they're talking to a keyboard. And sometimes they will figure out how to do voicemail and conversate back to me. But anyways, what he does is like he just feeds off of their questions and dissects them down to the very root of the issue. So they'll be, and his coaches are trained to do that same thing. So, I mean, when we go to UPW next year, I would make sure that you get to that event too. Like just fully submerge yourself in that, and you are going to grow to incredible, incredible levels as a person, in your relationships, financially, business-wise, as a mom, as a wife, like it's all going to improve. Dessa, do you have a question?
I just real quick, back to discount coach customer. How can I be a discount coach and a customer?
They're signed up as a coach.
Okay.
But a discount coach a discount coach I view as somebody that's not working the business. I'm treating them like a customer.
Okay. So they're not technically a customer. They're
not signed up as a customer. They're signed up as a discount coach.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So customers can't go, discount coaches can go, and coaches can go.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So coaches can go, whether
Okay.
they're a discount coach or they're building a business.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I've got a couple of them that I'm trying to get there. So.
And it's just really, they have to be ready for a change and want to make change. Like this isn't like an event. You just want to build numbers there because they're going to be like, holy heck, what in the world is happening? Like, they got some serious change going on in there. Like it's, I mean, they're going to really see you, Trina. They're really going to ask, like get you to dig deep on yourself.
Okay.
Those people that really want to see change.
That are ready to make a change.
Yeah. Okay. So, just do the best you can at getting people there. And if nobody takes it, at least you invited them, right? That's how I see it. And then you share your journey. They're going to watch you and the change you made. And then next year, when we go to UPW, invite them. The investment, though, is going to be in themselves at that point in time because unless they earn it, or they're still going to have to buy their ticket. I mean, their airfare ticket. Yeah. But those are the things, like these are the events that are going to help you reach those goals that you want to reach, to help you, learn how to mentally get in that mindset.
Now, is Tony himself going to be there on the 25th? Or one of, okay. I've had a couple of them ask. So
his business results coaches.
Okay.
So it's his training team that he works directly with.
Okay.
No, Tony is millions of dollars to get to.
Okay.
To have him come out. Like it doesn't, to get Tony as your life coach is over $1 million. Yeah.
Okay.
So his results coaches work one-on-one with him individually. And so you'll get like a glimpse, like a real good taste of what he is like through those coaches.
Okay.
And I know my coach will be one of the coaches that comes out, and she's amazing. Like I said, she's the whole reason why I started all of this, because of what she's been able to help me with.
Okay.
So make sure you sign up for that, register for that, share with your coaches, get your coaches there. Push for Success Club and challenge group starts today.
Okay.
The Elite Emerald push is Wednesday, or starts tomorrow. I'll post that up in the team page. And then the cruise requirements will end this month. And then that is it. And I'll see you next Monday.
I have a quick question, Jess.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So the cruise requirements. So once I hit diamond, how do I get all 4 kids? I mean, all 4 people. Like, is there another requirement I need to keep hitting, or?
If your kids are like around $200 or so to pay for, and we can add them on later. We'll want to add them on. You can pay for them later. Okay. But in order to get your husband, you have to be a business builder. So,
but by hitting diamond, I'll do that, right?
Hitting diamond and working the 2 accounts, you'll get business builder. Okay. So it'll be you and your husband, and then we'll register your 2 kids, too, because you want to register them early. Because if you don't register them and the spots fill up on the cruise, like you might have room in your cruise, but there's only a max capacity on the cruise ship. Right. So we want to make sure to add them right away. And then you have to look at the picture. There's a spot you can get to, organizational leader or something, for having your kids paid for. And then you would only have to pay for, one of your kids. Otherwise you'll pay me the costs for your kids, to be able to go.
All right. So I have to hit a spot in the leadership letter.
Yeah.
Got it.
In order to bring kids.
I see that now.
But you can, we can register them, and then you can pay that later.
Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Dessa, did you raise hand, lower? That's funny. The top picture says lower hand, the bottom says raised hand.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Oh, that's, I'm like raised hand, lower hand, raised hand, lower hand.
I'm not
Okay.
doing nothing.
Okay, you guys have an awesome, awesome day and a great week. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will chat with you next Monday.
All right, bye.
Take care.